Hey guys, it's your favorite traveling mama, the traveling bandit herself, Miss Janine. So we are here currently on a cruise. We're aboard Carnival Celebration, and yeah, right now I'm chilling in the room. Little bandit, he's playing some basketball, so he's having a little bit of fun to himself. So while I had this little time, I wanted to just video vlog a little bit and tell you guys like what kind of cruise that I'm on. So this is an elite cruise. And you know what, before I get into all that, why don't y'all go ahead and push that subscribe button, like, share, comment, and just enjoy. But back to what I was saying, we're on an elite cruise. And I thought I'd take this time to kind of share my experience so far. Let me say that because this is the first day. But explain just a little bit of what an elite cruise is, how you get it, the perks, and just everything that entails with an elite cruise. So the main question is, everybody wants to know, what is an elite cruise, right? So an elite cruise is a Carnival cruise, of course. It's a casino offer. It's more for, how do I want to say it, high roller gamblers, for like a luxurious experience. They give them to like, it's a random number of people. No one gets them all the time. They have different rounds on how they give them out. Usually per sailing, you have 100 to 200 people on a sailing that are elite cruisers and things like that. The next question a lot of people want to know is, well, how do you get it? The answer is nobody really knows, to be honest. It is very random, how they select people. I remember my cruise a couple of years ago. I was actually on Carnival Celebration, and I did pretty cool in the casino. I didn't really think of any good offers, but found out I was receiving elites right after that selling. So it was like a Thanksgiving selling in 23, and right after that I started receiving the elite offers. And silly me, I never took advantage of them until this one is actually my first one. So when I booked this one some months back, I was like, oh my God, what have you been thinking about, right? So there's no algorithm to it. It's all points based, I think it's like every $2 you spend in the casino, you get a point. And so the points, add up. You get great deals, you get different perks. A lot of people are always like, well, how do you get this? How do you get this? You might get free cruises. Of course you have to pay port fees and taxes, but hey, you can get cruises as low as $88, sometimes even cheaper than that. I've seen people. Like I said, no one really knows how these cruises are generated. You have people that spend big money, way more than even me. And I've seen and heard people say, oh, I racked up 53,000 points and I've never been offered an elite. Whereas I've heard people to say, I only got 8,000 and I keep getting elites. So once again, no one really knows how they're generated, how they're offered, no particular algorithm. I think it's just truly random. And, if you're lucky enough to get it, you're very lucky and blessed to get it. Now, the best part, the perks. The perks are incredible. So upon arrival, so if you're not platinum already, you automatically become platinum for the duration of the sailing. And you get all the benefits of platinum. You get the card, like me, got the card. My son is my companion, so he's platinum as well. He thinks he's big pimping now, right? So like I said, you get all the perks where you get priority boarding. Boop, 1 second. All right, y'all, sorry about that. My room attendant came and I had to get my blue fuzzy blanket. That's one of the cool things about the cruise. So anyways, back to the perks. So as I was saying, you get platinum status, and you get to endure that whole platinum status, the whole cruise, if you're not platinum already. And that does come with, like I said, priority embarkation, priority debarkation. You get laundry services. You get to go to the special line for platinum, diamond, and I think it's faster to the fun, guests, where it's a shorter line compared to everybody else. Y'all, I'm not even kidding. The line, I was just at guest services, I had to get some things. I mean, that line was over an hour deep. I heard people even saying they were standing in line an hour. And I walked right past them into platinum line. It was literally 5 minutes in line. I got my questions answered and just looked back as I was walking away, looking at them like, ooh, okay. But yeah, it's a great perk to have. You also get like shuttle board services priority, if you have to do water shuttle and things like that. Another great perk, I'm gonna try to get all the perks correct. If I miss anything, someone I know in the comments can correct me or add what I missed, go from there. So you also get either free parking or you get a ride service. So if you drive to the port, wherever you are, and of your cruise, you get that money back. You would just get it back in the casino. You usually have a receipt and show that to them, or they have a list of people that they know drove, and they will reimburse you your money. Now, if you need the car service, like me, today, I had a very, very great driver. He arrived and he was there early. They'll pick you up from the airport, take you along to your port. You don't have to worry, of course, just always tip generously. But he was such a sweetheart, was there completely early. I mean, our plane landed over 30 minutes early. He was already at baggage claim before I even got there. So that was really cool and nice to have him in that service for me, especially because I'm legally blind. So it helps, having some things already set up for me. So I like that. Next, you get free alcohol. So you get, when you, the free alcohol is like for you and your companion. So you each get a bottle. So for me, I chose Patron, and you get 2 mixers or a mixer with each bottle. So my mixer was like ginger ale. And then my son, because he's a minor, I didn't get another bottle. I just got some drinks. So for him, and I got him Pepsi. So that's something that he is definitely enjoying, and me too. The next perk, which follows along, would be drinks on us everywhere. So you get drinks everywhere around the casino for you and a companion. But the companion, of course, has to be 21 and over to be able to utilize that benefit. Unfortunately, the casino, if you have anybody under 21, they will not honor the bubbles package. But I have heard some people, it's been a backwards and forward thing. Some people have said they've been able to have the casino host to, allow that for the minor. Majority of everyone says no, but it doesn't hurt to ask and see. So that's a cool benefit, just having from there. Next is get little free gifts in your room. So throughout the duration of your stay, it's not every day, but depending, I guess, on how long the cruise is, I would say like 3 or 4 times. We're on a 6-day sailing, so probably I would assume like 3 days, they'll sporadically come in and, put gifts out. From things that I've heard, people have gotten nuts, cookies, candy, brownies, chocolate covered strawberries. They get like fans, backpacks, tea sets, all little different kinds of gadgets that just really, it's cool to have. You also get a cool little like name placard that does say Elite. I will show you mine. This is mine. Now the funny part is they claim that these rooms are magnet ability. My thing fell more than once, so I don't know. I don't think they all work, but that's cool to have. I can put it on my my door or my fridge at home. So the next perk you get, oh, one of my favorites that I actually can't wait to utilize is the free room service. It's free room service for you and your companion, and it is completely free the whole cruise. So there's no delivery charge, nothing to pay for the food. If you want 2 cheeseburgers, they will deliver 2 cheeseburgers. Of course, don't over utilize it and order more than what you know you're gonna eat, you know. Be mindful of that. But you definitely, it definitely does help. And I also look at it as a benefit to, like, if you can't, if you do have a minor and they can't drink alcohol, of course, or get the bubbles package, you can utilize the room service and get free sodas through there, you know. So you can call and say, hey, can I get 6 Pepsis? You know, they will bring that to you. And that way you can have those Pepsis, you know, throughout your stay, or if you go through your soda pop, hey, you do you, boo, right? You have that service and that option to do that. So that's a really, really, really cool perk. And, you know, it does save a lot, you know, money-wise, because the room service is not expensive on the ship, but, you know, it can add up. And a lot of people don't always like the different food options offered. So that's something just pretty cool to, you know, to have. You can eat off that menu. One of the best other perks is you get a free shore excursion. So depending on, you know, the itinerary, they do have a shore excursion that they only offer to elite guests. It's like a VIP like event or whatever. Usually it's like a beachy kind of a all-day resort thing. But if you do not want it, all that does depend on, like I said, where you're going. That's not always true. But for us, it was a location to a beach. I chose not to do it. So you can choose to pick your own excursion. And if you do, it is $150 per person that you get. So it's basically $300 that will go towards an excursion of your choice. And if it's over the amount, you can pay the difference. So that's really cool to have. I think for us, we just ended up, unfortunately, because I can't do some of the activities, liability issues and insurance issues with Carnival, I ended up just choosing an activity to do with my son in Amber Cove. You know, all good, nice beach day, all inclusive. So looking forward to that and having some fun. And they also have different drawings in the casino. I believe every night at 11 o'clock they do a drawing where people can, elite guests can win a free play, cash. And they do say that your companion, of course, if your companion is eligible to play, of course, in the casino, they can also win off of those as well. I believe they have to make a certain amount of points. I think it's like 100 points or something, someone said. So that's good. Also, there are 2 different types of elite offers. Just want to explain that. So you might have one that comes with free play and one without. The free play does vary depending on your offer. There's people that receive up to 2,500 and there's people as low as 300, you know. You know, you definitely can use that funds for the casino. Some people say you can cash it out and, you know, use it for onboard credit, whatever is good for you. You know, it's always check with the casino host or someone in the casino just to make sure how you can utilize that free play. You know, there's also other fun games and everything. The other elite doesn't come with any free play. That's what I also wanted to say. So it's one with free play, one without. And then also you can book. It always depends. You have to read it. Each elite offer, they tell you the amount of, or the number that you can book for that cruise. So you might get an elite and you can book 3 times for that one offer. And then the other offer, you might have 3, you can book for that one too. So that's 6 elite cruises you can do. They might reduce your offer like they did do mine, where you go to 2, but that's still 4 offers, you know, and that's still good, you know what I'm saying? You know, to just utilize the, you know, what you get, the drinking packages, sodas, water, you know, just everything in the free excursion. You still can't really pass that up. It's still a really good deal. And on top of that, your cruise rate is really pretty low. You know, you really don't have to worry about much, you know, on how much you spend. So all of that is really, really, you know, good. You know, I just love to explore, you know, come enjoy, you know, everything that we have, and just, you know, be blessed to be able to experience, you know, all this. This is actually Mother's Day, May 11th, 2025. So happy Mother's Day to everyone out there, all the mommies, you know. So I hope this was a little bit helpful. I don't know if I missed anything. I probably did, you know, but if someone else knows of anything, you guys can definitely leave comments, you know, different advice for people in the comment section. Just, you know, share this, because a lot of people want to know, and really and truthfully, there's no right or wrong answer, because nobody knows, right? So I do hope that this was helpful to someone and explain a little bit of, you know, what we get and how it works. And, you know, hopefully we'll see you guys on a Carnival cruise soon, okay? So don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe button, y'all. We are just having fun, enjoying life, and going from there. One day at a time, right? All right, you guys, have a good day, and we will see you soon. Bye from Carnival Celebration. Bye, guys.